right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. There's more info on the Devil's Den Trail murder case. Supposedly, they're saying that the wife never left. Uh, she didn't take the kids to the visiting center like they said in the first video, but information can get mixed up or whatever. But they finally have footage of the car that they believe is involved in the perpetrator in that vehicle. So let's take a look at the footage. Now, this is Hidden Killers channel. I'm going to post that in my chat and in the description. Make sure you go check his channel out. I'll also put it in my description. The car that they're saying might have been used is a black or dark brown. Won't be mistaken. Color, shades and shadows can be deceiving. It might even be dark purple. You don't know. But they're saying it could be a BMW or a Toyota sedan or Nissan or something like that. So let's take a look at the footage.
Just outside of the park on one of the roadways, depicting what we believe to be the black four-door sedan, possibly a Mazda, Acura, or BMW, at a high rate of speed with a very loud exhaust, which can be heard in the actual video. This is a slowed down frame-by-frame shot of it. This has been handed over to the authorities as well, by the way.
Interesting. So
you are seeing it here first on True Crime Today and the Hidden Killers podcast. My name is Tony Bruschi. Thank you for joining us. Authorities also releasing this afternoon that image, the man.
All right, so let's rewind it and get a still on that.
The actual video. This is a slowed down frame by frame shot of it. This has been handed over to the authorities as well, by the way, but you are seeing it.
All right, let's stop it right there. Let's take a look here. All right, there it is. They're saying it might be a Mazda. Before they said it could be possibly a Toyota or BMW. I don't know. It might be a Ford Fusion. The angle of the back of the rear end on it does have characters to Mazda, but possibly a Chevy. I don't know, man. They're saying it's a dark color, but with the light on it, it looks almost like a grayish color or silver. But they're definitely saying a darker color. I mean, from the top of this photo, it looks like it's a silverish gray color maybe, but when you get to a certain point, you get darker colors. You get that dark black color. So we'll go by what they're saying. That's all we could do, right? It could be a Chevy Impala or Malibu, one of them real new ones. I think it's got a back like that too. All right, but there you go. That is the vehicle. that they are looking for that sped off at a high rate of speed. This was taken. I looked at the map earlier and I couldn't see anything. I wonder if that's from the cafe or way down the road. Maybe there was somebody, but they said it was taken right outside the campground or the trails. So it's possible it could be that cafe that's right there by the dam that got this footage. I don't know if I seen a house next to it or not, but maybe there was. So what way was it heading? They believe it was heading south. Let's take a look. I think I looked earlier at that map. Devil's Den Trail. Here's the map. Let's take a look real quick at this. Let me go over here. Undo this. We'll go back with this. So it's I-70, and I-70 turns into 74. I-70 turns into 74. So they believe he took 74 out of there. Well, there ain't nothing there except for this cafe right around the bend. Oh, there's this house right here. All right, hold on a minute. Let's see what we can see here. Whatever this is. Oh, this is. He must have been parked over here somewhere, because this is the visiting center where they said the kids were found or something earlier today when they put the first one up. But they said he turned. Maybe it was the camera from the visiting center that picked him up, or I don't know, because there's nothing else around there except for, depending on what way he went, the damn cafe. It's showing a cafe right here. Ridge Runner Cafe. So he must have been either coming this way or that way on 170, which it turns into 74 right here. So it's very possible that footage we're seeing is from somewhere around in here. Maybe as he passed through the visiting center where they said earlier, but now the story has changed. Yo, Miss Debbie, the story has changed. So uh, we're getting other reports, but let's listen a little bit. All right, hold on, Deb.
A good sized golden doodle
Mm-hmm.
as well. So the five of us, I guess, left Fayetteville probably around 9. Got to the park 9:30 or so,
Mm-hmm.
and we hiked. We hiked a couple trails. I think we did the Yellow Rock Trail first,
Mm-hmm.
and that. See, we finished that one and then went on to Devil's Den Trail right after that, pretty much. We parked at the little parking area.
All right, hold on. He said it was a parking area, a small parking area. All right, so hold on a minute. It's possible that small parking area is right here. Here's the visiting center. There's a parking lot in here. There's also like a small parking lot right here. And there's a small parking lot right here. I don't know if you folks can see that, if it's just showing black screen or not. Can you see that, Debbie? He said there's a small parking lot, so I'm thinking either here or here, because the trail comes right down to here so you can get your cars. And it happens somewhere here on the lower trail, they said. So the guy that is on panel or has a guest on his channel talking about it says they passed a small parking lot. So either here or it's there. All right, let's go back and listen to more of this. Dude.
Went up there. Yeah, very hot. We were drinking water all day long.
Yeah.
I will say that the main thing that probably stuck out, or the reason why we even think that we came across this guy, is because everyone else essentially was in pairs or in families, really, for the most part. And as we're walking, everybody's pretty slow moving, and it's hot. It's a little dangerous out there, right? So everybody's slow moving. This guy was head down and full steam ahead, I would say, right? Not really taking in the nature at all. And at this point, we were probably on the section of the trail near the caverns.
Okay.
We had passed the little ice box, and we're going through the cavern section there. And he just came speeding by us. I think my sister was out in front, and she turned around and looked at me, and he kind of side-eyed all of us as he walked by, so really intensely.
Did he come up from behind you, or was he coming towards you?
He was coming straight towards us.
Okay.
I mean, we saw him coming a good minute off. And there's also two directions of the trail, right? So you can kind of pick which direction you want to go. We went down rivers. We went down the riverside first, and then came up.
All right, he said he went down the riverside first and then came up. So let's see if we can see that on this map. If it describes what trail they actually are. Let me zoom in here. All right, let's see here. Devil's Den Trail. Devil's Den Trail. Devil's Den. Here's the lower part of it, I think. Devil's Den's Canyon, Devil's Den Park, Devil's Den Road. I don't see no trails, so it must be up here. But they're not labeling the trails as they might be called. They might have a sign on these trails that say what trails. He said it's split, that they came down here and I'm not sure. He must have came up this way because they were going to the cavern. Oh, okay. Holy crap, this way up here. Here's the rock trail. Quick Draw Triple Falls, Yellow Rock Trail, Devil's Den. So it had to happen over here somewhere. Because I don't see no small. All right, let's check out this. It's not labeling the trail, though.
I guess we went more. We were going east. No, we were going east.
Sure.
And kind of looped around and finished west. So he was walking straight towards us at that point, and again, just really caught us off guard.
Yeah.
He was by himself, moving quickly, and the thing that we all noticed that he side-eyed us, and my sister turned around and looked at me, and I was already making a face and turning around to look at him. Just kind of naturally, like, what was that?
Yeah.
Reaction. Like that was odd.
We
both had that reaction.
Was it an inquisitive look?
Sorry?
Like, did he slow down when he got near you, or was he still kind of, just giving you a look as he seemingly, would you say it felt like he was on a mission, like he had a place he was going to?
Yes, kind of. It was, he definitely looked us up and down,
Okay.
like he gave us a good side eye. He looked at all of us. I know his eyes were blue, or kind of.
If you've been in an auto accident, you have a choice on where to get your vehicle fixed. Choose Bill's Collision in Middlebury. They'll personally manage your claim, making sure your insurance company pays what you're entitled.
Right, kind of blue, sea green tint. He
Blue
had
eyes.
stubble on his face, short, brown blonde stubble, short blonde hair.
The stupid commercial.
Just up and down,
Okay.
like he gave us a good side eye. He looked at all of us. I know his eyes were blue, or kind of right, kind of blue, sea green tint. He had stubble on his face, short, brown blonde stubble.
Blue to green makes brown.
Like 2 inches long or so. 2 inches, and had a hat on and that. But it was the look. It was the look on his face. It was the way he was walking. And then when I turned around and looked at him, I noticed that he had a backpack that. I've been sports all my life, all different types. This was not a backpack or like a sports bag that I would have recognized the particular type of sport. It was overly large as well for what you would carry while you're camping or hiking, for that matter. It just didn't. It wasn't right. It was kind of black mesh with. It was kind of half mesh, half vinyl plastic material. And I just never really seen one like that, and that caught my eye for sure. And I just think that was kind of one thing that I noticed and made me kind of turn around and look at him like, what is he doing? And my sister is a little bit more, emotionally intuitive than I. And she was like, I did not like his energy or anything like that, and that was weird. She immediately turned around to tell me. What was, try to talk to me about what was that. So
you had mentioned the facial.
Right, dark blonde, light brown.
Was he wearing a hat at the time?
Hair.
Light brown, dirty.
He was wearing a hat. Hair. I would say that it was a dark hat, probably.
Blue eyes.
Baseball cap style. I think I recall seeing one of those. It was like a leather patch on the front of it. I think it was something along those lines. I could see it was like a patch or something like that on the very front of the cap.
How tall would you say the man was?
How tall?
He was around my height, maybe a little shorter. So I would go 6 foot to 5'10", somewhere in that range.
5'10".
Like what kind of build are we talking about on this guy?
He a little stocky. Not super thin, but definitely not fat. So
kind of just average.
A good stocky build. Okay. Yeah. I would consider myself quite a thin, tall guy, and he was much wider than me. Right?
Did you know? Did he have anything? Like, did you notice a knife on his body or anything? I wonder if that was in the pack. What did you see? Did you see anything physically on him other than what he was wearing?
I did not see anything in his hands. It looked like he was kind of grabbing the, like how you hold on to a backpack when you're walking. He was holding the sides, the straps, as he was walking by us. I did not see anything if he had anything in his hands or not. But
all right, so. Now, we have no idea if this was the guy. And it could have been just somebody walking. on the trail, whatever. We're not sure. Uh, the police haven't released a description or hair color or size yet. This guy's saying about 5'10". Now that could be a couple inches shorter. That could be a couple inches taller. He said he was 6 foot and he was a little bit smaller than him. So 5'10", maybe, 5'9", or we're not sure. Uh, a ball cap with a leather patch on it and with a backpack. So I don't know. We'll wait until the authorities come out with a description, maybe, before we go ahead and say definitely that's him. They're releasing an image of the car, and we'll have to go on that with the car. What do you think, Doug? Can we believe this description?
The humidity. So it was yesterday was very similar. It's a very, very hot day out there.
This guy should have
Was
asked
there a
him
lot
if
of
he had a
people on the
long
trail?
sleeve shirt on.
There was. I mean, it was. We were passing people every 5 to 10 minutes. Easily passing someone passing us going the other direction. We were. Like, again, you can go either way on the trail. So we were passing people. People are coming against the grain. Lots of families. That's the predominant thing, right? Is a bunch of parents, lots of kids, lots of couples. Obviously, the four of us are a couple. Lots of dogs as well. I mean, a lot of dogs out on the trails in general.
Which makes this very odd for this to take.
It being hot.
For this to take place in the middle of a Saturday in a very busy trail on a very busy day, that's what makes it all the more odd. It seems that this would happen in a place like this. The odds of getting caught are fairly high. Obviously, they now know some information about him. Were you aware of anything that was amiss while you were out there? Did you find this out after you'd already left?
No, we didn't find out until this morning. Actually, we were going to eat breakfast, and my fiance was looking on Facebook, and we saw just a repost of a post that the sheriff's department had made, announcing that there was a double homicide at Devil's Den yesterday afternoon. We were like, what?
Yeah.
We left the park.
Oh, okay. So this guy's saying that the next day he heard about it and then he remembered the guy. So it's possible that this guy that is on Hidden Killers might have not actually seen the real killer. I would ask that dude, because it came out that the guy had a long sleeve shirt, supposedly, that he had rolled up to the top of his arms, and it looked like a tank top. People thought it was a tank top. So I would ask that, right? Did the guy have a long sleeve shirt on? Or was his sleeves rolled up? What was he wearing? So I don't know if we can believe what this guy is saying. What do you think, Dub? Not sure. No, I'm not sure either. For all we know, the guy might have been smaller. There might have been a lot of people there that day. So the only real thing they have to go on is the information that they released earlier from the police department and the car. If they can find the car, if they can match the car, they possibly can find the guy. And for all we know, the guy was just driving through that area and decided to kill someone and then jump in the car. And he might have been on vacation. He might have known that place. He might be just some idiot trying to make a name for himself. Pretty crazy if you ask me. All right, we will be back with more info on this case. Be safe, folks. Where you live, keep your doors locked, and don't trust anybody. You know, especially if you live in apartment complexes or on the bad side of town or whatever. Always keep your doors locked, screen doors locked, and always be observant of the people around you and the things that go on. You know, you don't know. And like that dude was saying, there was many people there that day, and that fits the first report we got that people heard screams. You know, who you know. So there must have been a lot of people on the trail if they heard screams. But I'm confused because they said that the mother ran as the father got attacked and killed. She ran with the kids to the visiting center and dropped the kids off at the Devil's Den visiting center and then ran back to get her husband. But now the story is she ran away and told the kids to run away, and the kids ran, and they were the ones that heard the screaming. So I'm kind of confused on that. All right, well, we will be back with more on this case as it unfolds. You folks have a great day. Debbie, thanks for stopping in. You have a good day, and be safe. And if I don't make it, start looking at people around here and do like a 5-mile radius, then a 10-mile radius, then a 20-mile radius, 50-mile radius of people around me in places.